It's our favorite time of the month where we host our $1 event. So if you guys are new to the dollar event for design bundles, you guys can grab huge bundles for $1. This is where you can get the most bang for your buck, especially if you're just starting out, or maybe you have a store and you guys need new designs to place on your t-shirts or products that you guys are selling, because all of our designs include a commercial license. So I'm going to be using 3 of the bundles that you guys can snag for $1, showing you guys some ideas of some projects you may want to make. So if you guys are watching this the day before the dollar event, make sure you guys mark your calendars, mark your time, if you will, set your alarms so that way you guys are ready, because if you guys are new to the dollar event, it is only for 1 hour. You guys have to completely check out within that hour. If you guys are a Plus member, you guys have an entire 24 hours to make up your mind. All right, so let's go ahead and jump in here. So the 3 bundles that I am using today is this one right here. There is 600 files, so 150 SVGs, but there's 600 files total. So you have the DXF files if you need those for silhouette. You have your PNGs if you guys want to sublimate and all of those things as well. So there's some really, really good ones inside of here. So we're going to be using a really, really cute one. So I'm actually using this design right here. Santa's coming. I'm going to show you guys how to stencil a sign using that one. And then the next bundle that I recommend that you guys snag is this really huge one as well. It has 110 designs and 2 bonus fonts. So this one includes some fonts with it. So I'm really excited about that one. And we're going to be using this design right here that says, "I can't, Santa is watching." And like I said, this includes tons of stuff. You guys have to check it out. And then we're going to be using this font bundle here. So I always forget to show you guys some stuff to do with the font, so I want to go ahead and do that today. And this includes 20 plus fonts, guys, for $1. So you guys do not want to miss these. So let's go and dive right in to our projects. Project number 1, we're going to be creating this really fun t-shirt right here. Now what I've done is this is a single SVG file. It does come in different layers. So if you wanted to change all of these pieces here and make it a multi-layer, multi-color design, you can definitely do that. What I did inside of Cricut Design Space was I brought in 2 circles and I just sliced those, so that way I had this really fun holographic. I'll kind of bring that up so hopefully you guys can see that. I'm using a holographic HTV, if you will, so that way it looks like the lenses of some sunglasses. And you could do a red holographic to kind of have it more Christmas. This is a blue, so if you were looking out at that snow, it would look amazing. So I'm going to show you guys this one on a little kid's t-shirt. This is just like one of those Granimal t-shirts, I believe is what it's called, from Walmart. So I've already got my heat press ready to go. One thing you want to keep in mind with this smaller kids t-shirt is to make sure that your heat press will fit within here and be able to avoid lines. So we're going to test that now. So I'm using a 10 by 12. So I'm going to bring my press in to remove all that moisture and smooth it out. So it looks like it did avoid these seams. Now, if yours was going on top of your seams, you're using a onesie or a smaller t-shirt, you're going to want to use something like a pressing pillow, and that will help you avoid those. All right, so let's go ahead and get ready. So we're gonna go ahead and get this. I have both layers ready to go, so that way I can kind of line these up on my t-shirt. So I'm thinking something right about here. So I'm gonna go ahead and leave my holographic lenses. We're gonna get those down first, and then we're gonna come back for our next piece. So let's go ahead and pop those down. And now when you do a layered HTV project, make sure that you just do like a 2-second tack down in between your layers. Next up, we're going to take that top layer. I'm just going to go ahead and line up my lenses here. Since I sliced them, I just want to make sure that everything's going to line up where it needs to be. So something right about there looks good. I think I'm off just a tiny bit, but I'm okay with it. So you want to make sure that everything's covered and protected, and then we're going to go back 320 for 30 seconds. Now this would make a great item to sell, or maybe you're going to make it for yourself or a friend. So cute. All right, so once again, this is Caesar Easy Weed, so it is a warm or hot pill. I just kind of do this a little bit just to kind of help cool it down. I'm gonna get a corner and peel. And there you guys have it. How super cute is that? You guys can see that color shift of that holographic. Now, all of the supplies that I'm using today, I will have linked down below. All right, so let's go ahead and move on to the second project. For the next project here, there's a few different ways that you guys can actually accomplish this. So number 1, you could definitely just use adhesive vinyl and put it on here to create your sign. You could definitely use a glitter vinyl as well to get this effect. Or one thing that you can do, I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys really quickly is, so say for example, when you're creating a stencil, you're gonna get rid of the pieces that you normally would to create that stencil. So you're just gonna go ahead and weed a piece out like this. So one thing that I'm actually thinking too is, instead of trying to weed out all of those pieces and paint the entire thing, so what I'm actually gonna be doing is the Santa is coming and the bottom of the sleigh, I would paint those with the black chalk paint. What you could do is take it like this, take your stencil, go ahead and put it on there, and that way you could glitter this piece. And then you can just remove the big piece of this and you would have your adhesive vinyl, or you can take all of those pieces out and then you can do the black chalk paint like I'm gonna do today, and then you can also do that glitter. So I'm actually going to start with that glitter, that way I can dust off the excess, and then I'm gonna go back in with that black paint. So like I said, there is multiple ways that you could actually achieve this and do it however you want. So you could have it a mixture between, you know, chalk paint and vinyl or whatever. All right, so let's go ahead and get started here. So I'm gonna go ahead and continue to weed out all of these pieces. All right, so now I'm gonna go ahead and take a piece of transfer tape. Now what I like to do is something like this, my excess piece that I'm gonna cut off here, is I'll actually take it and then just roll it right back on the roll. Now I'm gonna go ahead and take my squeegee so that way I can pick it up with that transfer. All right, so now I'm gonna go ahead and figure out about where I want this to be. So I'm just gonna kind of go down like this. You could definitely use the parchment paper hack so that way you can make sure and you get it nice and perfect. And then I'm gonna take that squeegee and just rub everything down. All right, so what I'm gonna do here is just get a corner started on that carrier sheet, the transfer tape, if you will, and just remove it. Same thing, I'm gonna go ahead and put this back on my roll. I do have the one that I'm using linked down below. I also wanna point out really quickly, if you guys are noticing something's on my t-shirt, one time I was here in the studio, I got something on it, I think just kind of spilled a little bit of water. And so before I actually started recording, I used my heat gun to try to dry that, and I actually burnt my t-shirt. I totally forgot, pulled this one out of the closet, and I was like, dang, but it was too late. So in case you guys are wondering, you guys let me know in the comments below, what is the craziest thing that you guys have ever done with your craft supplies? Now, since I'm using the glitter first, I'm gonna go ahead and have a parchment paper ready, because as soon as I get that glitter down, I'm gonna dump the excess off here so that we can come in and paint. So I'm just gonna be doing the sleigh part with the glitter. So I've got some super fine glitter here, and then I've got some Mod Podge and a little foam brush. So I'm just gonna go on here just as I normally would with the paint, with the glue, and then we're gonna sprinkle on that glitter. All right, so I'm just gonna go ahead and dip into my glue here and then just kind of go across this, like I said, just as if I was going with paint. So I don't wanna do a swiping motion. I definitely wanna stick with a dabbing motion. And also feel free to use whatever glue works best for you. Now I'm gonna go ahead and go in with that glitter. Now this is definitely optional. I do like to take a piece of parchment paper and then just kind of press that into the glue before I take it off. Also, whenever we get to dump this off of here, if you feel like you need a second coat, you can definitely let that dry down and then go over it one more time. Now, whenever it comes to doing a glitter layer, you definitely don't have to let that completely dry all the way down before you get started on the next one, unless you're gonna do a second coat. So if you're not doing a second coat, or you've already done your second coat, once you have knocked off that glitter, you're ready to go. So I've got some of this black chalk paint. Today I'm using the Waverly brand from Walmart. You can usually get these for like $1.60. Another one that I actually love is the Starcraft, so I'll have both of those linked down below. So I'm gonna go ahead and just get this, tap off the excess. Same thing, once again, you want to go ahead and do a tapping or pouncing motion, not a swiping. All right, so now we have it completely painted. I'm gonna set this aside, let it dry. We're gonna move on to project number 3, and then we'll come right back to it. Now, the reason why I love to use chalk paint, in case you guys are new here, I love to use it because it dries so fast. So whenever you guys are working with signs, not only is it gonna look amazing compared to acrylic paint, I just think it dries down so fast. So it's really nice to just set aside. You could do multiple of these at one time, and it won't take no time at all. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this out of the way, and we'll get ready for project number number 3. For this project, we're going to be creating these really cute Christmas ornaments using these Christmas trees. Now, currently at Hobby Lobby, you can find these, you can find stars. There is a ton of these ones that are ready for Christmas crafts, and they're $2.99, but they're always 50% off, which makes them $1.50. So if we can link them down below, we will, but this is something that you're gonna have to go snag in store. We'll try to find something similar on Amazon, and we'll have it down below for you guys, just in case you guys don't have a Hobby Lobby close by. So I've got these, like I said, and I think it's a pack of 4. And then I did find this. I may or may not use this. These are in the where you would make Christmas trees. Once again, $2.99, half off, $1.50. I may cut off a few pieces of these branches or pine cones and add those. I'm not sure yet. I've got some ribbon here. I've got my hot glue gun. And then this is using that font. So this one was the Christmas cheer font, and so, like I said, there's 20 of them in there. I just typed out Joy and Noel, but you could definitely type out like your kiddos' names. You could do like the Thomas family on here, all sorts of fun stuff. So I've got those ready. First things first is I'm gonna go ahead and pick up my my adhesive vinyl using some transfer tape. So this is that same small piece that I put back on the roll. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that now, and then I'll cut it down. And I'll be able to use the one piece over and over again. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this guy out of our way here. And then we're just gonna take our squeegee and then rub this in. Now I am using the matte adhesive vinyl. It's my favorite, and it's going to help make it look hand painted. You could also stencil this on and do the glittered look, or you could hand paint those with a stencil. You could use iron-on even if you wanted to, like a glitter iron-on. Use your small little mini iron to apply that, and that would be cute as well. All right, so we're just gonna go ahead and get this. So this is gonna be one of those super easy crafts you can include the kiddos to help you with, or if you're looking for something to inspire you to get out and craft today, I hope that this one is it. So I'm gonna go ahead and peel, because I do believe anybody can create this one. Now you can type out whatever you want to. I just did a couple words here that are Christmas related. There we have it. So you can just simply leave them like this. I think they're so cute, even just like this. But if you want to spruce them up a little bit, once again, you could grab little pieces like this, cut them down. There's all sorts of, there's tons of these things that you guys can use, even from the Dollar Tree. So you could probably even go grab a lot of these supplies from the Dollar Tree as well. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make a little bow. So if you guys have seen my bow hack, you can actually take a zip tie. So you're going to take your ribbon, make yourself like an awareness ribbon, if you will. It'll look like this. Then you're just going to tuck that back in. See how you're just tucking in that back? And it simply makes a bow. So you can take a tiny zip tie and you can tie that off. You can take a string and tie it off, and you're going to have that perfect bow. But today I'm going to actually hot glue this down and then take another little ribbon to wrap around it. So we're just going to use hot glue. So I've already got this guy ready. So we're going to go ahead and get us a dot. I'm going to do it on the inside since that's the piece I'm tucking. Get a little piece of glue there. And then I'm just going to tuck it behind. So just like that. Be careful because your hot glue is going to be obviously hot. There we have it. Perfect. Just trying to hold that guy down. There we have it. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and snip this. I'm going to cut down another small piece here. And then I'm going to just use that hot glue to finish my bow off. So complete hot glue on this one. So we're going to go ahead and just get a little bit on the center here. I'm going to center up that ribbon that I cut, just a little scrap piece. And then we're going to go ahead and close it off in the back. So now I'm going to go ahead and just take a little hot glue on the back here. And I'm going to go ahead and glue this down. Now also, if you wanted to, instead of wrapping it, because it's such a tiny ribbon here, instead of wrapping it with this piece right here, I could have cut that in half and made it a little bit smaller. Or you could take like little pieces, so you know, like the little Christmas balls or maybe like a little bell or something like that, and I could add that in the center as well. So just like that, you have a super cute ornament as well. So I'm going to go ahead and repeat the same thing to this side. And there you guys have it. We have completed both of these here. Now I decided against using these, but if you wanted to, once again, you could go in, you could add that, add a few little pieces of those behind the bow, or maybe even just a little bit here on the sides to make it look like it has the green growing off of there. But I think they're so cute just like this. So simple, so easy to make. So if you're looking for an easy DIY, something beginner friendly, definitely check this one out. All right, so we are ready for the big reveal. So we're going back to project number 2. I've got some baby wipes ready because I've already got paint all over myself. So this is dried down. I got a few tiny spots, but I think I'm pretty good. So I'm gonna get the majority off first. So I'm just gonna go ahead and start to peel everything. And how super cute is this? That glitter is everything. And just like that, we have made our very own home decor. This looks super expensive. This is a really nice piece. And I get these wood canvases from Hobby Lobby for around $2.50. So they're around $5, but with the wood canvases back at the canvas section, they are always like 50% off, 40 to 50% off. So you can get these for around $2.50 and then paint and stencil that on. So I'm really, really excited with the way this one came out. So you guys let me know in the comments below which one is your favorite. Was it the sign? Was it the t-shirt? Or was it the ornaments? And also let me know what bundles are you guys snagging for this dollar event. Hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, please hit the like button down below and subscribe. And I'll see you guys on the next one.